I do have an issue if you've been out for a stretch of games and you're the best player and the team has suffered in your absence and now you're kind of coming back. I don't think that's a good look to start throwing shade on people. Now, if you've been playing the whole time and you're continuously let down by your teammates, but it's clear you played 90% of the games and you always seem to bring it.
Yeah,
I think you're in a better place to say, well, whatever, my teammates aren't letting us down or whatever. My supporting cast ain't what it should be. I get it out of frustration. But if you've been out for 20 games and basically half the season and you're gonna 2-3 games back into it kind of start popping off, it's just not a good look. It's not smart. I wouldn't advise anybody to do that.
Yeah.
But clearly the relationship is broken with the team and they're going to have to move her if she's essentially refusing to play down the stretch.
Yeah.
And again, there's we see it in the NBA all the time. I mean, there's decisions that are made to shut people down when there's not a lot to be gained.
Exactly.
Again, if they had kind of kept it in-house and done it that way, and you're not having this story.
Yeah.
So,
but Angel Reese may have played her last game for the Sky, sitting out 2 straight despite being expected to play. The team is 10-33.
Okay, so I don't know much about the WNBA besides what we talk about.
Yeah.
And the last time I remember talking about Angel was she had started the season very well.
Yeah. Well, no, she had started a little poorly, then she got hot and started playing really well.
Okay. And then I didn't really have any gauge on her team success.
Yeah.
But kind of fill me in. How are we here?
Yeah, so she got hurt, right? And she got hurt. So her and Caitlin got hurt similar time frame. And she was out for a while. The team is really bad anyhow.
Yeah, I mean, obviously. Well, so let's say this. You said they're 10-33.
Yeah.
Like how many games has she missed due to injury? Like half of those games or
half
10
or
games,
maybe a little more than half.
Oh, really? Okay.
Now, when she came back from injury, say whatever, the second time, and don't hit me hard on that. When she came back most recently, she had some tough comments about her teammates. You in the season, you're the best player on the team. You're losing damn near every game. You're performing well. Nobody else is, and they're asking you all these tough questions after every single game. I like Angel, but I do feel like it's going to be one time she makes a tough comment, and I don't even think she said anything super bad. All she said was the particular guard she was talking about. She said, "Hey, yeah, she's basically said she's old and she's going to take more time to come off of a ACL injury." And so they wanted to suspend her for that. They did suspend her for that. And she made another comment about how bad the team was performing. But again, they are performing bad at 10-33.
Yeah.
But basically they're saying, that she should uplift her teammates and never whatever. And now what I believe is happening, I don't know this for sure, but because they suspended her for that, I think she just said, well, fuck it.
Yeah, fuck you.
You know what I mean?
And how many they don't play that many games.
Right. So the season is coming
winding down for regular season.
Yeah. It's winding down.
Yeah.
And so we'll see.
Okay. Yeah. I mean,
is she inbounds or out of bounds for that? If it is that she's saying fuck it,
Okay. So, yeah, my take on it would be. And
they only have one game left in the regular season.
Oh, okay. So the way you represented the comment about the older point guard, and ironically, I actually saw that injury.
Okay.
Yeah. So she got injured, torn ACL. It was pretty clear from the moment it happened.
Yeah.
The fact that you're speculating it could take a while for a veteran player to recover, I don't have an issue with that. I don't have a really feeling about that. I do have an issue if you've been out for a stretch of games and you're the best player and the team has suffered in your absence and now you're kind of coming back. I don't think that's a good look to start throwing shade on people. Now, if you've been playing the whole time and you're continuously let down by your teammates, but it's clear you played 90% of the games and you always seem to bring it.
Yeah,
I think you're in a better place to say, well, whatever, my teammates aren't letting us down or whatever. My supporting cast ain't what it should be. I get it out of frustration. But if you've been out for, 20 games and, basically half the season and you're going to, 2-3 games back into it, kind of start popping off. It's just not a good look. It's not smart. I wouldn't advise anybody to do that.
Yeah.
But clearly the relationship is broken with the team and they're going to have to move her if she's essentially refusing to play down the stretch.
Yeah.
And again, there's like, we see it in the NBA all the time. I mean, there's decisions that are made to shut people down when there's not a lot to be gained.
Exactly.
Again, if they had kind of kept it in-house and done it that way, and you're not having this story.
Yeah.
So they're not on the same page. Whatever's going on, if she's essentially refusing to play and wants to be shut down, and they're not agreeing to do that, and saying she's cleared to play and not playing, that's on them. You're throwing her under the bus. Whether that's what you're doing, and you're going to get a reaction accordingly.
And also, I think it's like really bad timing for the WNBA. Angel not to be playing, Caitlin not to be playing, and you're trying to get a bigger like deal for the league.
For sure.
Those are the two biggest draws. I mean, Caitlin, of course.
And I didn't realize Angel Reese missed that much time because I was already thinking it's probably been a tough go because Caitlin Clark's missed as much time as she had.
Yeah.
But really, two of your big marketing people have probably played less than half the season.
Yeah.
Each.
I just looked it up. I was a little off. She's missed 14. Going to have missed 14 games.
14. So that's about a third of the season.
Yeah, it's still a good chunk.
Okay, yeah, that's.
I thought it was more than that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So no, it's definitely not good.
Yeah.
And I don't like. I thought she said a lot of weird stuff in the off season. Just like to me, just stuff that I'll say weird, but at the end of the day, just not smart or savvy.
Yeah.
Stuff that doesn't need to be said that that just kind of makes you look a little foolish.
She was doing like the Micah Parsons type thing.
Yeah.
And it's just like because with these players podcast, they just got to figure it out. Because she was, and I agree. She, whatever. I feel like if you're gonna do a podcast, I honestly think it should be about something completely different. I mean,
it's tough because the draw of it. If you're WNBA player or NFL player, like the draw of your podcast is you talking about the game.
Is it?
Yes, 100%.
What about if it's just you?
Unless you have already sort of crafted some sort of well-known interest or lane outside of the game.
Yeah.
But if you're, whatever, you're Micah Parsons. We just know you playing football. Like, again, if you're going to attract viewers, it's got to start with football. Now, if we evolve and you're like a world-class chess player and nobody really knew, then maybe, that's one of the things.
But
that
the
you
problem with that is it's just so hard to stay safe. Because when he was with Dallas, he's doing his podcast during the season,
right?
And he's talking about these games, talking about other teams.
Yeah.
He's ranking quarterbacks, not putting Dak in there. No.
I don't recommend if you're an active player. I don't recommend doing it.
Okay, all together.
Because I think it's very awkward.
I do. I think it's very awkward.
I can get maybe a more veteran guy at the tail end of his career. I mean, like the Kelsey brothers.
Yeah.
Like they kind of did it, or you kind of like adopt like some very kind of simple rules for yourself. Like, all right, I'm an active NFL player. I'm going to talk about football, but I'm look. I'm not going to trash anybody on my pod. I'm not saying you have to publicly announce it, but internally, I'm not going to trash individual people. I'm not going to, I'll talk about a game after it's played. I'm not going to talk about a game coming up. Like just stuff that's, the idea is I'm not going to create any problems with anybody. I'm not going to, give anybody bulletin board material going into a game or any of that sort of stuff. And it's if you're smart, it's fairly easy to do.
Yeah, it is.
But if you're going to sit there and, rank guys and like, what is the point of that? It's really no point even for anybody to do it, which we discussed. But it's like, okay, you're going to leave somebody out of your top 5 and you're playing them in 2 weeks. Like, these are competitive people.
Yeah, they look for anything.
This is it. You're looking for this, man.
Yeah.
Don't put me in a top 5, motherfucker. Like, we're playing in 3 weeks. We'll see about the top 5.
No, exactly.
That's the thing.